Good morning. Today is lesson 38. It is May 15th. And today, our objective is to write a narrative by using figurative language to convey an idea. So, our daily agenda, we are going to complete the do now, review from yesterday, and then the free write. So, just a reminder, we are going to have a test on Thursday, the 21st. The materials you'll need for today are the slides and the instructional video. And happy Friday. So, the do now. You're going to fill in the blanks with the correct vocabulary word. Okay, so go ahead and type the correct word for each sentence, and these sentences are taken directly from the text. All right, so let's just review elements of biographical writing. It should be about an actual person. Okay, it's written like a story in chronological order. It includes details and descriptions of important people, places, and events in that person's life. It's an accurate depiction of who that person is, and it's describing how the subject relates to the larger world. So let's review from yesterday, Anne Hutchinson. So the subject is a real person. Yes, it's about Anne Hutchinson. Is it written in story-like narrative? Yes, it's story form. Is it in chronological order? Yes, it's told from the beginning of her life to her later achievements in her life. People in subject's life, her husband, the ministers, and the Indians. The places in the subject's life, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and the Bronx. Events in subject's life, she speaks out, she's banished, and she is killed in a dispute with the Indians. Description of the subject, she's strong-willed and courageous, and she's a pioneer for freedom of religion and speech. Okay, so that's just a review from the table that we did yesterday. So today for the free write, I want you to include a little bit of imagery in your writing, and you'll see the prompt that I assigned will help you create that imagery. So imagery is language that includes images. It's words and phrases that appeal to one or more of the five senses. So vivid images create strong impressions in a reader's mind. In other words, they really paint a picture in the reader's minds as they're reading. They also develop a sort of mood. Okay, it could be happy, sad, hopeful. All right, so here's a little passage as an example that creates imagery. No one says a word for the first several minutes of a bus trip that will take more than an hour. No one has to say anything. The game is over. We lost. The musty old bus plods along, its engines straining. So that right there is figurative language. The musty old bus plods along, its engines straining. With all of us either gazing out the window at the featureless landscape outside or staring at our shoes. So that the featureless landscape, it's saying it's kind of empty, or staring at our shoes, that shows that they're kind of upset or sad that they lost. What's that strange smell? I asked my friend, teammate, and fellow loser, Spencer. It smells like an odd mixture of old motor oil and the donuts that some bright-eyed optimist had bought for the victory party we were going to have on the way home. So it shows they were at once hopeful, but then they had lost. Sorry, no party today, folks, Spencer smiles. That, my friend, he says, is the smell of defeat. So here we have the imagery that really shows their lack of enthusiasm. It shows how they're upset, okay, but it shows it through the images, all right? So today, you don't have to create that mood, but I do want you to create imagery as you write. So our prompt is, imagine you could create your own study or workspace to complete your schoolwork. What would it look like? Use descriptive phrases and words to paint an image in the reader's mind. So set your timer for 10 minutes and begin. I wrote a little example here of what my workspace would look like. So you can read it to see what my imagery looks like. Okay, I include sense of touch, smell, sight. Okay, so I try to include those five senses. I know a lot of you, well, some of you I know like to kind of design their rooms and switch around their rooms a little bit. So I figured this would be a fun little free write to include you all. All right, guys. So I hope you enjoy it. Have fun with it. You can be very creative. Maybe, let's say your workspace or study space is a big trampoline. Okay, you can be as creative as you'd like with it. So Go ahead and type your response here. You can email me or post private comments. All right, guys, have a great day.